anxious, and I am, you'll notice that anxiety does two things. It pulls us into the past. We ruminate about things that already happened. We also jump ahead to the future, and we worry. We have anticipatory anxiety about what is going to happen next. Mindfulness is a helpful tool if you have anxiety, because the goal of mindfulness, if there is one at all, is simply to be in the present moment. And we can use our body as a vehicle for this because our bodies are always in the present moment. So mindfulness is simple, but that does not mean that it is easy. So be patient with yourself. I usually have people lie down for a mindfulness exercise, and you certainly do not need to see me as I guide you through this. So I would recommend a comfortable setup. I have a little blanket bolster here to support the neck. You might want some blocks. And we will start by getting some of the wiggles out. So if you lie down, pause the video if you need to get set up, close your eyes. Take a couple of deep, calming breaths. Do not worry if the breath feels shallow or if it's in your chest. Just start to land. Start to let your body get heavy. And then small movements before stillness. So you shake your head gently from side to side. You do not need eyes open for this. You might shrug your shoulders up and then down. Maybe peel one up off the floor, bring it down, and then the other. If you're lying down, you can make some very small circles with your rib cage in one direction and then another. Just cultivating curiosity as we move down the body. You can do the same thing with your hips, either tilting your pelvis forward and back or lifting one hip and then the other. I like to have people rotate their thighs in and out. And then lastly, circle ankles and wrists. Now find some stillness like you would in Shavasana. My mindfulness teacher calls this the practice of 1,000 beginnings. So if you lose focus, if you find your thoughts wandering, you simply beckon them back again. Do your best not to get frustrated. Close your eyes if they are not already closed. We'll start at the feet. So I want you to imagine your awareness as something tangible. So maybe you imagine a ball of light. When I do this with my daughter, we pick her favorite color. So it might be a glowing ball of purple light. I want you to imagine that light dancing across the top of your foot, across your toes, under every single toe, and then dancing from the top of your foot down to your heel. As you bring your awareness to your feet, you might become rooted through the feeling of your feet on the floor or the part of your feet that are touching the floor. Notice what that sensation feels like, the quality of the contact. That light, whatever color it is, slowly starts to move up and it circles your ankles, your first hinge joint. You bring your awareness to the outside of your ankle, as well as the inside. Perhaps you're wearing pants or shorts, and you might notice if there's a breeze or air in the room, whether your ankle is exposed to the air or in a sock or clothing. Let that light, and you might imagine it as warm, cool, whatever is comfortable to you, dance up the front of your shin bone. Notice how the bone is close to the skin here. But then as we bring that focused awareness to the back of your lower leg, we feel the fullness of our calves. And you might pay attention to how much of your calf is making contact with the floor. If it helps you at any point to wiggle the body part where you're trying to focus your attention, that's something I do. If your thoughts have already started wandering, don't worry. Gently beckon them back. This is your time. There is no judgment here. And bring your awareness up to your knees. Have it circle both kneecaps, the patella. Notice how that's similar in shape to your ankle bones. But with this hinge joint, which is a big one for walking, right? We have that sort of nook and cranny of the back of the knee. So let your awareness travel there as well. Your awareness continues to move up your body to your thigh bones, circling them, perhaps noticing if your thighs are turned out a bit. That'll come from your hips. Again, these are parts of your body that likely are in clothing. Do you feel a sensation of softness, of heat, of cold? In mindfulness practices, we are tapping into all the senses. And then you bring that awareness up to your pelvis. Some say that all movement is initiated in the pelvis. This is an important part of the body. Your pelvic floor lives here. This is where everyone's organs of reproduction live. So you might cultivate a sense of appreciation here. Not all of us have a positive connotation with this area of the body, right? So if you are feeling negatively or emotionally, you can go to a body part that feels more neutral and then return to the scan. Let your awareness linger on your back body, your sacrum. Notice that curve in your lumbar spine. So likely not all of your back is touching the floor. What does your back body feel like? What does that gap between your back and the mat feel like? And then let your awareness circle to your front body, all the way to your belly button. And for a moment, you might appreciate that every single one of us likely began in the same way, tied to another human being, literally with a cord. And as we walk through life, those of us who are parents, some of us feel that cord still pulling, even as our children grow, right? Again, if thoughts start to wander, that is okay. As a practice of 1,000 beginnings, you just gently draw your awareness back. Start to bring it up to your rib cage. You might appreciate what an amazing structure this is. So your ribs are strong. They protect your heart and your lungs, which are core to your body's natural workings. Your heart pumps blood throughout your body without you asking it to, which is incredible. Your lungs expand and contract. You breathe whether or not you tell your body to. And that's all protected by this strong rib cage that is still flexible enough for us to rotate and side bend. So I think it's the most incredible structure. And here lies our heart too, our little literal heart that is beating, but also our emotional heart. If the emotions are too strong, again, you return to a neutral spot on your body. Let's move our attention up to our neck. Send that awareness in a circle around your neck. Our heads are heavy, maybe 10 pounds, so our necks do a lot of work. Perhaps we can pause for a moment and feel some appreciation for our necks. For me, my neck is a challenge, so I might not choose to do that. I might bring awareness now to my shoulders and to my arms. And imagine if that awareness is something tangible, if it's a ball of colored light, if it could split in half, and one half could dance down your right shoulder and one down your left, making their way down the outside of your arms, lingering in the crook of your elbow, yet another hinge joint, and then dancing all the way to your hands. Perhaps your hands feel a bit warm. And then that light traces its way back up the right arm, and the left arm circles the neck one more time and comes to your body, rather your head on top of your body. And there you might tune in to your other senses. What do you see, even if your eyes are closed? Splotches of color, right? What do you hear? The sound of my voice, noises in the room that you are in. Perhaps you hear your own breath, your breath that continues in and out, regardless of whether you direct your body to do that. A sense of taste. Perhaps you had a coffee or something for lunch, or you're doing this in the evening and it's the taste of toothpaste before you go to bed. Let this awareness become not only a bright light, but a warm light, and have it circle your whole head. Imagine then that it comes to rest at the top of your head, and that light explodes down your body, and it bathes your whole body in a sense of warmth. Pause. For now, just this moment that you will never have again. Remember that your body is always in the present moment, and you can tap into it when you are feeling anxious, when you need to feel anchored. I hope you have enjoyed this practice. Give yourself a minute or two to reintegrate into your day. Thank you for joining me.